Alright, so second version of interview of the week. We got Arty Boy here. First time captain, RD2L. First time playing in RD2L, actually. So, let's jump right into it. Just broad question about Dota here, Arty Boy. You play a lot of mid. I think you have 90% core listed on Dota Buff. What makes you enjoy playing mid so much?
I really like the heroes that are played mid. I like killing people, like just getting random kills. I don't really like buying wards, sentries, have to worry about that type of stuff. So I like playing mid. Also, I like the mechanics of mid too. The fact that you get the like creep aggro mechanics, all of that, as well as um I don't know, just the technical skill involved. It's really fun.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of. I personally think there's a lot higher skill cap in the mid lane because you're definitely getting more of a 1v1 compared to any other lane. Although as of late, it's been more of a. Sometimes you'll have a support in the lane. Sometimes you'll actually be like 1v3ing against two supports, which is super annoying, but I'm sure you mid players have ways around that.
It's called rundown mid. Yeah.
That's a solid that's a solid strategy to win a lot of games.
Yeah, you just say supports come help me, otherwise I'm just gonna feed.
That'll get them there real quick. They'll use that level 1 TP ticket right there. Alright, second question. A little bit more about your background and kind of what actually brought you to RD2L or what made you want to play.
My friend is Zumi actually. He's my favorite person in the whole world, and so that's why I'm playing RD2L, just for him.
So he requested you to play?
He just told me about it. I know it's something he's been doing for like a couple seasons now. I had another friend do it too, but he kind of dropped out of it. But yeah, Izumi, my love. I play with him whenever I get a chance, so that's why I decided to do RD2L.
Alright, pretty noble reason. Did he want you to captain for your first season?
No, it's kind of something I decided to do because otherwise, like, it'd be kind of difficult for us to get on the same team, I think. So I just decided to captain and kind of draft the team, including him.
So going into the draft then, did you plan on picking him up like really early on? I believe I do have your actual pick. You got him second round, picked up Agi
I did.
first.
Hmm.
So I'm
Yeah, I
guessing you
wanted.
planned on picking him up pretty soon.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on like first rounding him, but like definitely second or third round. But it looked like he wasn't gonna make it past the second round, so picked him up.
Um, all right. So did you actually have more of a plan for the player draft? Did you know exactly who you wanted to pick first round?
Well, yeah, I did, but then as it goes, like they get picked right before my pick, so I had to like just on the spot pick people like for every pick basically. Like my plan was destroyed by just the number of people who were on my list. I got picked. So
Yeah, I think that happens to most captains as well. That's the main complaint every single year. All right, and actually, weird thing too. When you guys are in games, I know some pro captains have talked about. I know Cinderin has talked about trying to be a team leader from the off lane. Do you find it hard to be a leader for your team playing that mid role?
yeah, it's pretty difficult at times. Especially in the early game when I'm trying to just focus on my lane, and I can't really like check the off laner, see how he's doing, or check the safe lane. I just try to like help my supports get to where they need to be. Like if I see like mid is possible like to be killed, just tell them to rotate. Or if our safe lane is struggling, I'll tell them, guys, I'll be fine. Just stay safe lane and just help them out, stuff like that. But yeah, it is kind of difficult. But when you get into like the mid and late game, it becomes a lot easier because you're all like operating like it's five basically.
All right. Um, so your guys' first week, you guys played last Friday. Had the longest. I'm pretty sure that's the longest game in RD2L history. I'm not gonna actually fact check that, but somebody else can. How do you keep your team? How do you keep yourself with the level head during defending mega creeps for an hour?
We just talked about like what items we would buy next. Um, we talked about like just random things. We were like joking around a little bit, but then we're like, okay, we need to stop joking. We need to focus. This game is like very winnable. Um, we just kept saying, oh, this is only game one. This is a game after this, and just like joking around a little bit about that too. Yeah, I was just trying to keep it light. Um, it was like 2.5 hours or something, right?
Yeah, I believe it was 220 or something like that to be exact.
hmm Yeah, play little games, like counting how many roaches went down, how many butterflies the enemy razor bought.
Yeah, they tried a whole bunch of different things to try and end that game.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy game.
Especially when you have a Medusa too. Medusa's been like a huge hero in the latest meta, and I feel like whenever you pick her and just don't win within like 20 minutes or you don't lose within the first 30 minutes, the game's gonna go for an hour or 70 minutes.
Yeah, she does get really strong with that level 25 talent, and items just make it better.
So I'm assuming you're doing drafting for your team then.
We've been split drafting. Azum and I have kind of split the roles drafting, just see which style suits us best. But for a lot of our drafts, we kind of just consult each other. If someone has an idea, we'll go with it. If we all like it, if we don't like it, we'll just kind of say, "Oh no, can't do this because of X reason." But it's more of like a group thing. I'm just not like muted and deafened and just drafting by myself.
Hmm. It's definitely more of you're communicating with players on what they want to play.
Of course, yeah.
I think a lot of captains try to do that as well. It's probably the best strategy, especially for playing with a lot of people you don't know.
I think so.
So you guys have kind of been struggling the first week, 0-2. Do you have any strategies, any plans to try and recover and take back a couple victories, get back to 500?
We are just we're focused on just like practicing a little bit more together, getting that trust as a team, learning to like respect each other's calls. Um, Also we're taking like close look at our drafts, close look at our map movements, how we close out games, stuff like that. Just really looking at how we can improve.
All right. So you guys are playing Malachi's team next week.
Yes, we are.
He lost 0-2 to Yak's team in week 1. You got
Yeah,
any
I actually subbed in that game. I was playing mid both games.
with Yak's team or Malachi's?
I was on Yak's team.
Okay, so you got the inside scoop on Yak's team then.
Exactly. We know their
Redondo's been
weaknesses.
praising them quite a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, calls them
Malachi
one of the
God.
best teams.
Yeah, Malachi's absolute beast. Mad respect for that guy.
Any shout outs you want to make to that? Or I guess try and get people hyped up for that game. I think it should be a decent game. You guys are both just trying to get some wins on the board.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to say anything, a matchup of the century, Hatagi versus Malachi in the safe lane. It's crazy.
Should be an
Who will
interesting one.
who will win? Yeah, pretty hype.
Alright, so that was a bit of a quick interview. That's kind of what I planned for, though. We'll go like 6-7 minutes, which I think is what we got. We're gonna do Dota Buff quiz now. Just 5 questions. The points don't matter. I think Vanilla Acoustic got like 7 points or something last week. So if you can beat that, you're better than Vanilla Acoustic. You can pat
Okay.
yourself on the back. Alright, so speaking of longest matches, do you know roughly the duration of your longest pub match in Dota?
Let's say an hour and 20 minutes.
I'll give you the points for that. It's an hour and 23 minutes. Do you know what hero you were playing?
Um, I want to say Morphling?
It was Monkey King.
Shit. Okay.
You went off lane with a techies, actually. That sounds like a terrible name.
I don't even remember that game.
I Yeah. I for some for whatever reason I remember my longest game just because it was awful and I was playing Medusa, so pretty much similar to your situation last Friday.
Okay.
All right. The second question, you got 2 points for the 2 points for the first question because you got so close. Most kills.
It's gotta be. Oh God, it's gotta be one of three heroes I know, but it's probably Monkey King.
It is PA, but for the point back, can you guess? We'll go within two of how the amount of kills.
36.
That is dead on.
Nice.
You went Dagon PA, which is quite surprising. I'm not too sure about that one, but maybe there was a reason for it in the game.
Probably stomping and just last item when diving your fountain bought it. I remember that game actually had a Magnus.
All right. Third question. Your most played hero is OD, of course. Do you know your win rate for Outerworld Devourer?
68.86%.
Close. I'll give you the point for 68%. It's 68.09%.
Oh shit! I thought I was better than I actually was.
That was pretty close though. You have 304 games on him. That's definitely a lot of OD. I don't know if I could withstand that many matches playing one hero. I think my highest is like 150.
Yeah, I actually recently started playing him too. Clink, Slark, and Monkey King used to be my three most played. When Slark and Clinks were actually like decent. Monkey King is pretty bad now too. I used to play mid, but it's pretty hard without PMS.
Monkey King has definitely fallen off as of late. He used to be like this broken hero, but
Yeah, used to play mid and like just win like melee versus ranged matchups. This is like really hard now for him.
all right. Taking a little bit to grab this last one, or last two actually. Okay. So 2 point question here. Most last hits in a game and what hero? I think the hero is pretty easy because it's like one of the heroes you would expect to get a ton of last hits in a super long game.
Anti-mage?
Not anti-mage. I'll give you another chance though.
Luna.
No, it is Naga Siren with
Shit.
Radiance, of course.
Man,
Do you know how many last hits it was though? We'll go within 50 just because like that's super hard.
850.
You are getting these things dead on, actually. Yeah,
How
it
many
was
was it?
exactly 850.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I
I
remember that
swear
game.
you must remember these games.
I do. There was a Ricky on the enemy team that murked us, and there was a Slark too. Free cancer, and then my silencer abandoned.
I mean, that's probably why you got so much CS then, that silencer abandoned. Okay. Alright. Lifetime in Dota 2, how many matches have you played?
2,400.
2,645, but again, I'll give that to you because like within 200 at a range of 2,000, that's still pretty accurate. So if I tally that up correct, it's probably 6 points, 7 points.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
we'll go
bad,
7 points. So you're pretty much the same as Vanilla Acoustic. You don't got the bragging rights, but
Oh shit.
still, I'll give you the silver star because you got your last hits and I believe your time like dead on. So, Arty boy playing Malachi next week. Be sure to tune in that games. I believe. Do you guys have a stream or anything you play your games on?
No, I don't think we stream our games
Okay.
unless someone's doing it.
So tune into it in game. Should be a good one. Any last words, Arty boy?
Nope. Thank you for interviewing me. It was
Alright.
fun.
We'll see you next week.